there. All right. Looks like we're live on the MLH channel, live on RPGrinders, live on Twitch. We haven't started yet. Been a while, Eric. Almost a month since we did our last show.
I did one with break.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did one with break. Yeah. You guys didn't do game night without me, did you?
No.
Oh, good. Okay. I'd have been upset. I'd been like, why did you guys do game night without me? What? Bernie's here. What's up, Bernie?
Hi, you're cute.
I did be cute.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm really tired. We had a long day, Bernie.
Yeah.
Gazoon.
Thank you. Oh.
Okay. Shows RPGrinders. We haven't started yet. We're doing our thing.
Yeah.
Haven't been on for a while. I know Eric and Break did an episode, like an in-between episode. But oh, you know what? I got to get the Twitchness up.
They did one without you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, they
Well,
did.
we were supposed to do a Sonic retrospective, but I was gonna have a guest show up and they didn't come through, so we just decided to do the news and then do our Steakos and get out of there.
Show.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta.
I'm sure it was a great show.
Yeah, I'm sure too.
But Bernie's sick too, so maybe I got whatever she has.
It's just
I'm not
my
sniffling, but I've got throat issues.
Oh, it's just my allergies and my sinuses. I've been runny today.
Well, you better be stoppy today.
Well, my eyes have basically been on fire and my throat sucks.
Oh no.
What the fuck am I
That
looking
sucks.
for? I'm looking for something. Oh yeah, I forgot. All right, hold on. What the fuck am I? Oh, I'm looking at Twitch. That's what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. I just got to pull up the old Twitchy. Ah, what the fuck? That's not what I wanted at all. Pulled up this random fucking stream. That was fucking weird. All right, here we go. This random. There we go. Okay, now I got the chat up. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. All right, here we go. So I think we're good. We're good all the way around. We're good to go. We've got lots of news for you all today. Obviously, we missed some time, so I'm sure Eric has pulled out some older articles. Tons and tons of news, which hopefully we'll get through. I will have everybody know that I beat 2 games over the small hiatus, and I cannot believe I did that, being how busy I was. Bernie, you can attest to how fucking busy I was, and the entire time we were on our so-called vacation.
I barely saw him.
I've been extremely busy, but with a bunch of stuff. But I did beat 2 games, and I'll be talking about that. Yeah. So there you go. Oh, I gotta redo this. There we go. All right, we're good there. We're good there. I'm excited to be back, Eric. I did miss being on Grinders. Honestly, I was telling Bernie, I think if I could have redone things, I wouldn't have went on a hiatus because I was more busy on this vacation / hiatus than I was If I had just stuck to being on the channel and doing stuff like I'm normally doing, and I could have made a lot more money.
Yeah, but you would have fucking died.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think I would have been a lot better than doing what I was doing for the hiatus. I think I would have been way less stressed. Let's put it that way. It was a war of attrition, as they say. So, all culminating with today. Even today, I was busy all the way up until I got a half an hour worth of rest before I had to get ready for grinders. So I had a whole.
That was a half an hour.
I had a whole half an hour of rest and relaxation. So I am happy for that. So, and then after, obviously, we're gonna chill after. I ain't got shit to do after. So, and then the cycle starts tomorrow. So
Yeah.
tomorrow I want to get done my stuff for the main channel. That way I don't have to worry about that. But I got an idea what I'm gonna do for that. Oh shit! I have to change the background. Hold on. I forgot to change the background. There we go. It's the RPGrinders background now. There we go. Much, much better. There we go. All right. If you're just joining, we haven't started yet. I am. We're getting ready to do the main show up at the top of the hour. Lots to talk about. Lots of stories today. Hopefully, we can blow by that news pretty quickly and get some fun stuff. I believe game night is tonight. That's always fun. Break always puts a lot of great work into doing game night to make it fun for all. And I'm sure today will be no exception. Sure, we'll have tons of fun. Yeah. Okay, that's good enough. All right. So, what did you do on your time off, Eric? Did you have some fun? Did you play some games?
Yeah, and I saw some movies.
Yeah. I know you saw the Super Mario movie, which you'll have a review for later.
We already reviewed that the last show.
Oh, we did? Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Well, it's still on the agenda there, Eric. You might want to change that.
I already changed it.
When? Today?
Yeah, just now.
Oh, well, how the fuck? Really? All right.
Double check these things before the show.
No, you're supposed to change them way before. It's like adding a story right at the end.
I forgot. So sue me.
Well, there you go. I will sue you in the court of law, and I will win. I don't know what the remedy will be, but
the remedy is to make fun of how old you are, like always.
No, the remedy is to get like maybe I don't know, maybe I'll sue you for $1, Eric, and I'll get that $1 and frame it. How about that? There you go. It's the principle. It's the principle.
And then we can have a whole episode where we paint the house and try not to get the dollar bill wet.
We could do that. Yes, we could, Eric, for sure. I think we're going to have a lot of fun today. On our way to 900 episodes, Eric. We're at 851. So this time, let's see, we have what? 3 shows, 3 times. Let's see, what's 50 divided by, or 49 divided by 3, Bernie?
49 divided by 3.
Yes.
1 moment.
Yes, please.
49 divided by 3 would be 16.33.
A year and oh shit, we got over a year. A year and 4 months, and then we'll be there. We'll be there at the 900th episode. We're gonna have to do something special for that, Eric. I don't know how many shows have been around as long as ours, to be honest with you. Not very many. Damn, that'll be almost 20 years of RP.
Oh, right. The other movie I saw was Project Hail Mary. I almost forgot about that because it was like nearly a month ago.
Yeah.
Let me put that in there.
Well, I don't have access to the OG doc, but yeah, go ahead and put it in there.
I don't know why you don't.
Well, because I have to, in order to get us on to the main channel, I have to switch Chrome to main channel. That's why.
That's why you can say. Well, you could have explained
Yes.
to me earlier.
Well, there we go. God, man, RPGsite.net has a lot of ads.
So Lee Cronin directed the last two Evil Dead films, didn't he?
Not. I don't know about the last two, but the last one, I believe. I can check that for you. Hold on. He directed The Mummy.
The original reboot of the Mummy back in 1993.
No. The new one that just came out.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's in here.
Oh yeah, no. Look, he directed. Okay, he directed Rise, and the next one is called Burn, which should be out this year. So,
well, this came out first.
What?
The Mummy movie.
Yeah,
Burn's not out yet.
I just said that it comes out this year, Eric.
But you said the next one.
Yeah, the next one, which is Evil Dead Burn, comes out this year.
Oh, it's called Evil Dead. Okay.
Yes. Dead.
I thought it was just a movie called Burn.
No, Evil Dead Burn comes out later this year. He directed The Mummy, which just came out not too long ago. It didn't do great at the box office, so that is concerning. Hopefully, Evil Dead Burn will do really, really well.
Oh,
But yes, he directed Hole in the Ground. He directed The Mummy, which we just mentioned. So a very talented director for sure. And I really did like Rise. Did you like Rise? Did you see Rise, Eric?
Not yet.
Yeah, I like Rise. It's not as it's not a funny one. It's not much like the reboot. The original reboot was not comedic in any which way. It was more of a serious tone, and so was Rise. Rise was a little more serious. What?
Have you seen a movie called Psycho Gorman?
Yes, it's a good movie.
Is that a trauma film?
No, it is not.
It kind of feels like one.
It's. I mean, it's. Look,
I haven't seen it, but I saw a clip online. Yeah, it sounds like it feels like the kind of movie that they might have made at some point.
Yeah, no, it's not a trauma movie, but it's actually. I mean, that movie actually has a lot of heart. I mean, I guess that's the comparison to a lot of the trauma movies, but yeah, it's a good movie. You should definitely watch it, Eric, if you haven't had a chance to yet. It follows, I believe, a couple of kids that discover this monster that ends up, kind of protecting them, and I don't know. It's kind of an endearing movie, to be honest with you. I think it's fine. It's a pretty damn good movie, but you want to get started, Eric?
Yeah.
All right, let me go ahead and get us started here. Hold on one second. Here we go. All right, I'm ready to go. Here we go. And welcome everybody to episode 851 of RP Grinders. I'm your host, Frank Branches alongside my trusty cohort, Eric the Great. Breakman the Bold should be here momentarily. Eric, how are you, dude?
A little bit better, but still feeling kind of crappy.
Yeah, I know you've been dealing with some allergy issues, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, break should be here fairly soon, and then we'll have the full crew back first time in like almost a month. I know Eric and Break did a show, which is cool, and I appreciate. But hey, Eric, why don't we get started with the news? Oh shit! What happened to my? There we go. RPG news. All right, Eric, you are up, sir.
Okay, from RPG site, we've got the Elden Ring live action film has got a release date, even though it's 2 years from now, basically.
Yeah.
A little under 2 years, because it's March 3rd, 2028.
Yeah. I don't know why they announced those things like
that date could change because a lot of things could happen in 2 years.
Yeah, it could get canceled by then too.
Yeah.
It's like literally could get canceled,
but it says production's beginning in spring, so we're already in spring. Spring's almost over, so it's already happening, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else on that, Eric?
Nope.
All right, next story comes to us.
Unless you want me to read the cast.
No.
Okay.
Next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Brigadine Abyss launches on August 26th for PC and August 27th for PS5, Xbox Series XS, and Switch 2. NIS is behind this one, along with HappyNet, and AdGlobe announced it. So that's really cool. And there's a little trailer.
The Switch 2 version being released in the West is a game key card, but if you go to an import site like PlayAsia or Video Games Plus, you can get the Asian version, which is an actual game on the cartridge.
Oh. And you'll probably have to pay a hefty price for that. But
it's about $40 plus tax. That's almost $50.
And what is it? An action RPG?
It's a strategy RPG.
Strategy RPG. Okay, gotcha. I was trying to look for some gameplay on this trailer, but
this is the third game in the series. I thought the second game was a remake of the first game, but apparently it's a completely new game. But nobody ever said it wasn't. But it kind of looked like it was a remake. Yeah. So I couldn't really tell. Maybe it's supposed to be like a reboot of the series. I mean, uses some of the original characters, but they remixed it a bit, so it's practically a different game.
Okay. Well, very good. Eric, next story, please, sir. Oops.
Next story is Disgaea Mayhem, which is not a Disgaea game, but it does feature Disgaea characters. Is basically their answer to the Muso series. So, like, what if we did the sensibilities of Disgaea characters with Warriors gameplay, Muso gameplay? Yeah. But it's coming out on July 23rd for PS5, Switch 2, and Steam.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
All right, let's get to the next story because I kind of screwed that up for both audiences here, all three audiences actually. But let's there's Break. Hold on. Oh, look at this. It's Breakman. Breakman, how are you?
Oh wait, who are you?
What's up, Break? How are you?
What's going on?
Not much.
I'm trying to get set up here. Sorry.
No worries. I'll take the next story then. No problem at all. Let me get it up for the audience. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, is this going to be one of them things?
Frank's becoming even older in the time we've not done the show.
First of all, Break, how have you been, dude? It's been almost a month since we all reconvened.
I thought it was like years. It's been years. Like I feel like I'm older. I'm a lot older now.
I feel like that too. break, to be honest with you. Okay, Annihilated. Dark Dungeon Crawler RPG Annihilated launches the 22nd for PC. I'm looking at
July
it.
22nd. You missed the date somewhere
What?
or the month. I didn't hear
July
the
22nd. July 22nd. So there you go. I'm trying to look at the trailer here. It's up on the screen for everybody to see right now. Not much gameplay. So,
So
features. Yeah. Wow.
It looks very indie.
Yeah. Lovable and broken characters, dark and cute art, timing based card battles, which if you.
Frank's already quit.
Yeah. And so have you, Breakman. So, I mean, it's one of those deals. Eric might give it a go, though. Eric's a little more forgiving when it comes to card games. So there you go. Let's start sharing that.
You just have bad memories from all of the poker games you played and lost.
That's true.
Off all card games forever.
Yeah,
Well,
probably.
See, you shouldn't have placed money on it. Was the problem, Frank? If you just been played friendly games of Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, you'd be okay. But you had lost so much money playing this game.
That is true. That is true. All right, Eric. Next story.
I never got into Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon trading card games.
I never did either. I can't stand cards unless they're baseball or football related. Pretty much. Maybe Pokemon. If I ever found like a
would you play a baseball game that had card-based system?
What's that?
Would you play a baseball game of cards?
Probably not, Eric. To be honest with you, Freak 5.
There are games, baseball games of cards and football games.
No, I'm talking like a video game that's like instead of like actually playing the baseball, you just use cards to do your things.
Well,
I don't know if there's a game like that. I know it's like a baseball management simulator game, but I don't know if it's like that at all.
Oh my God! Yes. All right, Eric. Next story, and then hopefully Break will have his story. What's up, Freak 5? Freak 5's in the Twitch chat. Nice to have you here.
Action RPG, The Awakener, Battle Tendency, which they ripped that straight off of JoJo. Is launching on May 5th for PC.
Wait a minute. Did you skip something?
Wait, what did they rip off from JoJo?
The title Battle or the subtitle is called Battle Tendency.
Oh.
No, I'm on the
Awaken. I didn't skip. Yeah, I said The Awakener, Battle Tendency.
Oh, got you. Okay.
The Battle Tendency is the subtitle.
I thought it was Risen.
No, that's something that the article fucked up, actually.
Oh, okay. So it's actually Battle Tendency. I got it.
It's a separate game from Battle The Awakener Risen, which is a different game.
Yeah. It looks really good, actually.
Yet.
No, it looks good. I mean, I'm looking at the trailer now. It looks really, really, really good. All right. Breakman, do you have your stories up now?
Okay, I have this next story loaded, and it comes to us live from RPG site. Cold Sep, the first Saturn tribute, launches July 30th for Steam and September 8th for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox, and Switch.
I think calling it that is absolutely stupid. They should just call it S Tribute like in the Japanese titles, because the S Tribute's a whole label and it's all a bunch of ports of Saturn games.
Oh,
and they could have just called it Concept the first and then been done.
Wait, what? They're ports of Saturn games?
Yeah.
Yes. Concept. Yes.
I love my Saturn. I need.
You're not going to get anything you might want though, because it's usually pretty obscure games that typically didn't get a Western release the first time around.
Well, that's great then. There were a lot of. Oh man,
I don't expect Shining Force because Sega is really protective of that.
Well, there's something for both me and something for both me and Breakman to hate. It's got strategy, which
Breakman doesn't hate strategy.
I was gonna say I like strategy games.
Goddamn second, Eric.
Have you been replaced by a pod person? Who is this? See, this is what I said. I said, "Who
Frank is an AI."
You guys weren't letting me finish.
Frank is AI now.
If I could finish, gentlemen, Breakman loves strategy but hates cards, just like I do. So that eliminates.
He does? I don't remember that.
Breakman, do you like card games?
It depends on what type of card game it is. If it's like
maybe this one,
I don't want to play something like that. But There are games like Battleship Network, I think, where it wasn't really a card game per
The thing
se.
about this game is that it's
And there are games like Halo Wars where there was a play mode that let you the cards represented the pieces, but you really weren't. You were still controlling the characters, but they were cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sort of explain. So it really depends on what type of game it is.
The thing with Concept though is that it's basically Monopoly.
Yeah. It sucks. No, just kidding. I'm sure it's a fun game.
Hey, I like Monopoly.
Well, Monopoly's fun if you play it the right way. If you play it the long, drawn out version that everybody fucking plays, then yeah.
If you play it as it's written, the rules as written, it's not as fun. You gotta play your own.
The idea behind Concept is like Monopoly. You try to buy all the properties, but then you have to defend them from enemies. So that's when you get the fights.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Yeah. Freak 5 is in the chat. He says it's Demicon weekend. We are playing D&D tomorrow. I am making a character based off of a Carl from Dungeon Crawler Carl for me, and one based off of Princess Donut for Mrs. Freak, and we have costumes to match. Freak says, when it shows up, I will share a picture of my dinner with you, Frank. I hate you already, Freak, because I'm kind of hungry. And Freak 5 says, did Frank finish prematurely? To which I say, exiled, you son of a bitch. There you go. I finally got to say what I've been wanting to say. You've
been holding out for a month, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jackie is in the yeah, I have been, man. That felt so good. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate it. Make sure you check it out. It was pretty fun, Jackie. I'm sure you'll I mean, it was a short stream, Jackie, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it for sure. Okay. I guess it's Eric's turn next.
Next turn is Beeline Dark Fantasy Action RPG Crystalla, now available for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. And Actual Clock Tower Studios is the name of the developer.
Yeah.
And also the publisher. But this game looks like it's a bit of Sekiro.
Yeah.
Because you can stealth enemies and then you can just do normal fighting.
Yeah. And I remember it did the first line Kickstarter. I remember this was a huge Kickstarter and they smashed their goals. So, but I do have a bone to pick, not with this game in particular. It looks good. And the way that I saw it, because there's no trailer here really, or at least it's not let me play the trailer. What I can't stand, okay, and this is more of a little kind of gripe, is a lot of fucking big streamers, and I'm not going to mention any fucking names, even though I should. They get these games early and they play through them and they ruin everything. And there's no way of like kind of avoiding it if you're just browsing through shit.
Just not watch the streamers.
No. You see like screenshots and you see like their streams, like and previews and all kinds of shit. And it
I mean, I think you can set Twitch up to block certain things, but that takes a lot of effort. And I guess
if
you're talking about who I think you're talking about, you would never put the effort in.
Oh, stop it, Eric. Of course
no, you're talking about somebody with D and P.
I'm not on Twitch. I'm talking about YouTube in general. There's no way of avoiding it, Eric. Based on the algorithms and this type of stuff that I watch, which is a lot of gaming stuff, like stuff that, like accomplishments people do, like playing Resident Evil with knife only or shit like that. Of course, stuff is going to come up on my stream. And one of the things that came up was this game, Crystalla, over and over. And I'm like, even though I might not play this game for a long time, do I really want to be spoiled like before this game even comes out? Like I can't even get a crack at it. Like honestly, I just take exception to that. I don't think any streamer worth his salt or her salt should put this game up for people to view weeks in advance. I just think it's in bad taste. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying there's
they
anything.
could have leveled the playing field a bit if they had time to make a demo, but they're in an e-dev, so they probably didn't have the resources.
Well,
for that.
that's yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, some people are privileged. Like every once in a while, Eric will get a game early, which I think is great because we're one of the tiniest fucking channels out there as far as gaming streams. But I mean, cool. I'm glad. But some of these bigger ones, I'm just like, man. I mean, couldn't you wait like a week, like pre-record your shit and not do it live? I mean, I don't know. I just think to me, it's really, really fucking tacky. That's all I'm
You
saying.
should do what Fighting Cowboy is doing, and he's uploading episodes of his Let's Play slowly.
I wasn't gonna mention any names, but he's one of the biggest fucking offenders, Eric. But he was not an offender on this particular game. He started his first stream today, but there were others that had early access that started it. But Fighting Cowboy in particular plays those games way before anybody else, so at least most of them. I know he was playing fucking Requiem like 2 weeks before and spoiling the whole goddamn game for everybody. I mean, that's shit like that. Just, I mean, you're privileged. I mean, you have a big audience. And I know
Capcom does set the embargoes, so I don't know. Maybe they should have stricter embargoes.
Can you just block him?
Well, I don't want to block him. I think Fighting Cowboy's a great gamer, but he does things like do things way before everybody else, and that's, to me, that's not cool. I don't know. I just to me, that's I don't know. All right, Freak 5. I'm gonna look at this and I'm probably gonna be like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, when I did my knife only run and I showed you and you hadn't played it yet, I just skipped all the cutscenes because I was doing a speed run anyway.
Really? You're gonna hit me with the prime rib? Really?
Psychological warfare. Food.
You son of a bitch. Now I'm gonna be hungry all fucking stream long.
I haven't had a prime rib in forever.
Who's fucking next? I don't fucking remember, man. Keeper's in the house says if it wasn't for Bernie, the game would be nothing. What is wrong with you, Keeper? All right, who's next? Is it me? I'll do the next one. I think it's Breakman's.
Yeah, are we on the PS Vita one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Coming to us live from RPG site, 2013 PS Vita and 3DS RPG
Extra. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Dumb name. Sorry. Anyway, gets remastered for PC via Steam with English localization. Ooh, that's cool.
I wouldn't be so keen on this game because this game is critically panned for not being very great.
Well, the name's not great, so I mean,
can you say?
It is interesting though because the mechanic of this game is that you basically have to date some of these people, and you can even date other guys and kiss them.
Yeah. Can you just say that?
Surprisingly progressive, but it's vapid, so it doesn't really matter in the end.
Can you say it one more time for me, a break? Because we've missed that for almost a whole month, man.
Etc.
Etc. Yes.
Etc.
Etc.
Okay. That's what it's supposed to sound like, is etc.
No.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Etc.
Yeah, I get it. It just, yeah. Okay. Oh, here's the story. Just kiss. Kiss is the only way to save two worlds destined for ruin.
You gotta smooch everyone.
I kind of want to play this game.
Well, it is a game. Your laptop, I don't know if could handle it, but maybe. I don't know. I don't know how powerful yours is.
Man, oh man, did I miss you guys, man? I mean, seriously. I mean, where else am I gonna get the exuberation of listening to Breakman butcher and able to turn that around into a halfway decent
watch Steve ban it for stupid reasons, and then they have to put it somewhere else.
Yeah. Keeper says liver and onions. No, thank you. I'm good, man.
Like,
All right,
what
Eric.
reasons do you mean? Like homophobia?
No, I'm talking about portrayal of teenage girls in general. Because Valve's policy
I don't-
guide is
I don't know
that
about you. I don't know about you guys, but I have like a penchant to play this game that they're advertising here on the screen there, Dungeon Fighter Online. I don't know why, but it looks very interesting. I don't know. All
I
right,
wish I had that ad. Instead, I've got Navy Federal Credit Union ads. I don't know why.
Oh man, Freak Five.
I've never looked at a credit union in my life.
He gets Navy Federal. Oh shit! They just took it off. But I was Dungeon Crawler. Come back! And now I got this Star Wars thing and Flow from Progressive.
I got Axe body spray.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
And lemonade insurance.
How did I get the Federal Credit Union? What the fuck?
I don't fucking know, man. But I wanted to go back to that other commercial, man. I like that one, the Dungeon Crawler Online or whatever, Dungeon Fighter.
Here's one that switched. I got a Walt Disney World commercial now. It's only like
Am I
$5
getting
billion
now?
to go there.
Oh, I get the Unrivaled tour now with Olivia Rodrigo, whatever that is. I have no idea what the fuck that is. All right, Eric, next story, please.
Okay, next story is Zenless Zone Zero is finally coming to Steam. And it says Q2, but Q2 is almost over, so it's probably going to happen soon.
Yeah.
Whenever they can get it approved, I guess. It's almost over. But I've never played this. It's another of the Hoyoverse games.
Yeah. All right. Anything? Oh, Keeper said my butt clenched when you said Dungeon Crawler. I don't know why that would cause your butt to clench there, Keeper. It sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, why?
Let's see a doctor.
I need more details as to why that happened.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Tell me slowly. I mean, what?
Anything else on that, Eric?
No.
All right, next story, Breakman.
Shit. That is the Final Fantasy 14 one, right?
No, incremental strategy RPG.
Glad I asked.
Yes.
Coming to us live from RPG site. Excremental. Excrement.
Yes. I'm about to excrement here.
Excrement strategy game. Not like what? Okay, incremental strategy RPG Clicker Tactics Memoriam is coming to PC via Steam. Clicker Tactics? Like sounds like you're playing with a clapper or some shit.
It's like Cookie Clicker, but it's tactics.
Yeah.
I just don't like when they use the word incremental, and it gives me like political vibes. Like
they should have used the word idle strategy RPG instead. So that would have probably been a little bit more accurate.
I don't know, man. But incremental kind of scares me. It's just like, I don't know. Anything else on that?
Okay, so here actually we talked. This is relevant to what we talked about earlier. The general gist of the game is that the player will be tasked to place allied character units on a 3x3 grid, and they will then automatically take part in battles while unleashing their skills, whether it's offensive or supportive. And here's where it comes relevant. And then my screen scrolled on me because I'm an idiot. Hold on a second. You can also earn cards that add buffs during a playthrough, and that's kind of what we were saying before, is like games that like this, which aren't really card games, but cards play into it. Like, yeah, I'll play games like that.
I mean, if it said permanent boobs, I'd be totally into it. But
permanent boobs, that's a thing.
Well,
I mean,
Freak 5 says, what about the word moist? I don't have a problem with that. Most women do, though. And I can understand why.
I don't think most women do. I think it's just like, I don't know. I think that's just a thing they do on like movies and stuff.
LD1 Kenobi is in chat.
Like I see like all the time women talking about like moist cakes and shit like that. Like they're not. I think they're not really bothered by the word moist. Just like it's just a movie joke.
Yeah. LD1 Kenobi is in chat. He says TGIF. I agree. All right, Eric. Next story, please. Did we lose Eric? Eric, you're on mute.
Oh.
He must be pooping.
Yeah, well, gotta go. You gotta go.
All right. You want to do the next one break as well?
Sure. You didn't read anything, so it's still my. So it's next Final Fantasy story that I was going to read in the first place.
Yes.
Coming to us live from the RPG site. Final Fantasy 14 is coming to the Nintendo Switch this August. Oh, well, cool.
Okay, very cool. Very cool.
Awesome.
Online Nintendo. That's I don't know.
Let me see. It will require a separate subscription, which is normal. It will not require Nintendo Switch Online subscription. Active subscribers will get 50% off the Switch 2 Final Fantasy 14 subscription. If they don't subscribe to Final Fantasy 14 and want to play on Switch 2, you can subscribe using the new Switch Final Fantasy 14 Switch 2 subscription. Jesus Christ. Making this shit complicated.
Yep. In other words, what they're saying, it'll be down to about 25 to 10% about a month after launch. So just wait for that. I'm guessing they'll lose probably 75% of their base in like a month. Freak 5 is exiled again. You son of a bitch.
So you can no, I guess it's complicated, but it looks like you can play this without actually having Nintendo Online. You just get so you can really. That's not bad. I don't think
it's not bad, but I don't know, man. It
depends on how much it is. I think it comes down to how much you're charging for this.
Speaking of Final Fantasy 14, the next expansion is Evercold, launching January 2027. So there you go. And there's a nice little teaser for it. So I'm guessing there's going to be lots of ice and ice monsters and cold tundras and frozen rivers and lakes and shit like that, you know.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was like an island resort instead?
Like the complete opposite. I'm looking at it now, and it is the complete opposite. To be honest with you, it doesn't
Maybe
look.
You're trying to prevent it from getting cold, and like it's a beautiful island or something.
Maybe. I mean that's kind of more like it from what I'm looking at.
I like some of that.
Yeah, looks okay. I mean, you know. Eric, are you back yet, dude?
Yeah.
All right.
What did I miss?
You missed the Final Fantasy stories, but next story.
I'll go ahead and read this story, and then he can do the next one. Coming to us live from RPG site, Fu Ryu announces that's their name?
Yeah.
Announces roguelike action RPG Crime Light, set to release on November 5th for PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC. The game will be priced at $19.99. So yes, I want to check this out. I don't know.
It's got like an Alice in Wonderland kind of a feel.
Yeah, it does say it's inspired by Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. It's a card-based game, so that I'm out. But it does look good. I mean, I will say that. Looks very, very good. Let me skip ahead on the.
There's Alice. There's some girl named Mary, and then there's some girl named Cheshire. Mad.
Yeah,
okay, so like
look,
there's
it looks
a bunch of girls named after characters that are in the Stephen Carroll or the Stephen
Stephen Carell. Yeah, that's it. That's
Lewis Carroll story.
All right.
I don't know what my problem is. I'm going home.
I don't know what your problem is, but what I do know is I'm going to read the next story since I get it up on the screen for the YouTubers. Let's see. Village building action RPG Warota. Jesus, say that 10 times fast. I live next to the Demon King's castle, LOL. Oh my God, what a title. Let me say that one more time. Warota, I live next to the Demon King's castle, LOL. Planned or announced for PlayStation 5, Switch 2, and PC. Publisher is 1 or 8, and the developer is Team Earth Wars. Announced it, and a little bit of details here, but let's take a look at the trailer. What a name, Rhoda. I live next to the Demon's Castle, LOL. Wow, that's Demon King's.
Although they use AI in its development process, so maybe we should just say no to this game.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
It doesn't matter if they used it for prototyping. You shouldn't be using it at all.
Yeah, no supporting of AI in video games. I don't think there's a place for it. I think that's why we look. I debated Yeah, maybe we can talk about this a little
I
bit.
think it's simple. If we support AI, we're supporting less.
They used it for the
less humans.
initial translations,
Wait,
and then they
Wait, Eric.
they
Wait, what were you saying, Break?
If
That
we
was a good
support
point.
AI, we're supporting less people.
Yes, I agree. Now go ahead, Eric.
so they used it for the translation localization process. So like, no, that's why you hire localizers. It's cheaper and more effective to just do that.
Well, that goes with what.
So the localization is probably on some level compromised, even if they had it.
It's definitely not going to be as good. Like AI, like that's the part of the point. AI is supposed to learn and get better, but from what I've seen, it's not. It doesn't really get better. It's just always a little bit off. You know?
Yeah.
It needs a lot of data, and in order to get a lot of data, it has to be very non-green friendly. It takes a lot of power to get AI where it needs to be.
It's not
worth the effort.
Yeah,
right. I agree.
What we've learned in the last, I guess, couple months is AI cannot be trusted. They ran a test on AI on the AI programs we currently have, as far as like, would they get us to war and stuff like that? Not only would they get us in the war, they've launched the nukes fucking right away.
Yes. Yeah.
It was insanity. Like, are you kidding me? You'd think that like the computer AI would use like common fucking sense. But no.
If I remember a few months ago, we had an AI discussion and both of you thought I was fucking joking and crazy when I said that.
Eric. Eric didn't think you were crazy. I did.
Well, okay.
I was it's turned into a crazy thing where they're just trying to replace as many people as they can with these unthinking machines.
Well, that's pretty much what's going on right now. Break. I mean,
yes. I know. I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying yes.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is, look, there. I remember what I said. It's an existential threat amongst existential threats, right? We talked about the possibility of aliens being really, really remote. Well, the possibility of AI taking over and destroying the human race is better than 50-50 at this point. So it's sort of like, people that laugh at climate change and that we ain't got much time on that front. Well, we literally ain't got much time on that front.
The reason being is because there's no regulation.
Yeah. Well, and not only that, like, look, you both hit on it, right? The fact that it's taken even one job away from a human being should be concerning to people, right? Even one person that's out of work because of AI means that, okay, it means a bunch of things to me. It means that person isn't able to make a living with what they were doing before, and it limits their options at the very least, right? Or probably ruin their life, which there's a lot of lives that are ruined by layoffs and shit of that nature, i.e. gaming industry, right? And also it means that the fat cats are getting even fatter because they're figuring out ways of how to not pay us. Right. So there's ripple effects. And okay, there's a movie out there. It's one of the George Romero movies called Land of the Dead. I highly recommend it. It's not the greatest movie in the world, but look, it continues with the theme where the 1%ers are all the way at the top of the tower, right? Meanwhile, the grunts, right, are at the bottom of the fucking pile going to get the resources for the motherfuckers at the top. So this is what we're doing. Break and I have talked about this, and Eric, years ago, about when is the breaking point? When do the guillotines finally get brought out? Or is it going to be too late because everybody, all the billionaires are going to be protected by these sentient AI fucking things or whatever? There's a great series. You guys need to watch it. It's called Pantheon.
And in this country, even though I'm sorry, I thought you were done.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're finished. Go ahead, finish.
Let me finish real quick. There's a really great series called Pantheon, which I also highly recommend everybody watch. And it goes along these lines where people's brains are being able to be uploaded, but there's a catch to that, and you can still be killed off digitally. And that's what I'm saying. Like the threat is not existential anymore. It's right in front of our faces, whether it's climate change or AI. we've got two horrible problems that are facing us. I guess the solace for people like me and Break and Eric and everybody living right now in the moment is maybe we'll be dead by the time that shit happens. I mean, I know that's a grim, nihilistic way of thinking, Break, but do you see a future in which these fucking rich people just all of a sudden change their ways, and all of a sudden they're more giving, and we start taxing them more, and everybody's kumbaya and not wanting to bring out the guillotines? I don't see it, Break. Do you?
Yeah. Okay. What my thought is I think everybody in this country is mostly waiting for November. I know, right? For the people listening outside the country, they don't know today is like the day where a lot of people are not working as part of a protest. But we need a lot more days like this if we're going to fight back. And I think most Americans are waiting for the election. I think our hopes and prayers are on this election, where I think we need to start talking about revolution.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not.
I think the election is too little, too late. I think the last election was our last chance to stop it.
Well, that's okay. There's thoughts to that, Breakman. And I look, what are we gonna revolt against? An army that can wipe us all out in like one fell fucking swoop? I mean, you know what I'm saying, Break? And a leader that's willing to use that said force against us without question. I mean, it's fucking insanity right now. I mean, look, I've told you guys several times.
The good news is, though, that this insanity has our president spreading our military thin, and they're running low on ammo.
That is true, but all they'll do is just use more fake money, which I'm beginning to think more and more that money is an illusion. Because as I get more money, I've never had more money, and I'm not saying I'm rich or anything of that nature, but I've never had more money available to me than probably right now, and it's not helping me. I'm still poor as fucking dirt. You know what I'm saying, Breakman? Like it's weird. Like you go to the grocery store and a fucking chicken is costing you more than it would cost to go buy a bucket on fucking Tuesdays at KFC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
have you seen what my Blue Sky account? I keep posting this picture that Mrs. Breakman sent me. And so gas, $4.99 from my bit.
Yes.
I've never seen it anywhere close to that before in my life.
Well, let me ask you this question, Breakman. This goes back to the beginning of when money was starting to be issued. Why does everything have to go up in price? Can you name me one reason why?
Greed.
Greed is the only reason why everything goes up. That is the sole reason why shit goes up, Breakman. You hit it on the head. I didn't expect you to get it so quick. Greed is the fucking answer. And it's a bullshit answer, right? I mean, literally, Bernie just got a check that was the best check that she ever got. Do you think we did anything significant with it? No, you know what we did? We survived another 2 weeks. That's it. That's it, Breakman. We survived.
And when we get more money, all of us have things that like need to be repaired around the house, or we need car repairs or health bills or something like that, you know? So when we get money, we've got stuff that's already past due that's got to be taken care of.
100%. Look, Breakman, it couldn't have been more ironic. Okay, so Bernie got a small bonus, and we had about $500 extra dollars. Well, I had to spend $500. Oh, before it was, and look at this fucked up. This is why I'm saying this is probably my next generation, maybe my last generation of console gaming, and then I'm just gonna have to give it up because this PlayStation that I got cost me $750, and I was forced to buy it at that price because if I had waited, a mere week and a half, it would have went up to $1,000 for a 6-year-old system PS5. It would, and trust me, I thought about it long and hard, and I said, look, we had just gotten a bonus from, I opened up a couple of accounts, like bank accounts, and they gave us extra money for opening, and I had just gotten that money. And if not for that money, I wouldn't have been able to afford it, and I would have never, and I mean ever, have gotten a PS5 Pro. ever. I would have just been stuck with the regular version, which is fine, right? Plays all the games, all that good stuff. But I mean, keeping up with the Joneses is not something that I'm going to be able to do. And I'm going to be able to buy one system next generation. Because if it's $1,200 like what they're saying, $1,200 fucking dollars, Breakman. I mean, yeah, I might as well get back into fucking going back to playing PC games.
Yep.
Which
that's the reason I stopped playing the PCs, because it was too damn expensive.
Yes. Because every fucking 3 months you had to upgrade your fucking video card to play the latest game that you want to play.
No, I bought a top of the line card for Fear, and then by Fear 2, I needed a new card. Like
100%, and that's why
at least the advancements in cards are slowed down enough that you can just buy a good card and be good for years.
You're right, Eric, but still that belies the fact. You're still going to pay a premium to play the latest games, and eventually, probably within a couple of years or 3 years, there's going to be some games out that will tax your system that you won't be able to play, and you'll have
at least at launch.
Yeah, you'll have a decision to make. You'll be like, do I buy another fucking card or do I just buy a whole new system? What do I do? Right? People are going to get priced out next generation, and I'm going to be at the top of that list, right? I've already said that this is the first generation, right, where I'm not going to be able to beat my backlog. Every other generation, I've been easily able to beat the backlog and move on to the next system. That ain't the case. Okay.
Well, at least if you skip out next generation, you'll have plenty of time to catch up.
Well, I was telling Bernie. I said, Bernie, what's up, King Bluto? Nice to have you in chat, buddy. I was just telling Bernie that, Eric, that, you know what? If I can't afford the next gen system, it's not going to be the most horrible thing. I'm just going to go back on my PS5 Pro, which, according to Sony, should be good for some years now, right? You know, I'm just going to play the games that I got in a very comfortable resolution and all that shit, and just play those and play. Yeah, and maybe go back to some of my PlayStation 4 games that I got, you know, that I would love to play. With a little bit more horsepower and shit like that. Like, I still got a couple of PS4 games to go through. I'm looking at 13 Sentinels right now. You know, maybe the rest of the Yakuza games that I never got to. I mean, stuff like that is going to keep me going for a long time. I mean, $1,200 for a console, I think, is just way too much. I think $1,000 is way too much, especially for a 6-year-old console, right?
Well, the true price of the PS5 Pro is actually $800 something, because if you after tax, that's about where it is.
Eric, do you guys remember any time in history where they raised the price of a console? I don't remember it's ever happening before.
Do you remember the PlayStation 3 launch, Breakman? How people fucking lost a gasket because it was what, $600, I believe.
Yeah,
I think that's what the PS3 launched at.
Something like that. Yeah, 5
also,
or 6.
The Pro didn't come with a disc drive, so if you want that, that's like another $80.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I got the added bonus of having to buy, and by the way, won't be shipped until the end of this month, maybe into June, whenever they decide to fucking send it to me, because the demand is so fucking high.
I managed to get one on Walmart, so.
Yeah, I didn't. I get my stuff through Amazon because I get Amazon points, and that's the only way. The only way I can afford Christmas is by gaining those points that I would normally just, you know, through natural, normal means of normal shit that I buy. I mean, think about that, gentlemen. In order to buy the Christmas gifts that I do, have to save via points, you know, via a credit card for a whole year, in order to be able to afford the things that I can afford during Christmas. Right. That's it. I mean, that's, I mean.
And for a lot of people, like they spend, or they charge everything for Christmas, and then they spend the next 6 months paying it all back on their credit cards, you know?
Yeah, exactly. At absurd interest rates.
Yep.
Now, I happen to pay everything off.
Struggle every year.
Look, I'm very lucky. I have a credit limit at Amazon, right? And when I buy things, they're natural things that we would normally buy: soap, underarm deodorant. Sometimes I buy video games on there every once in a while. Whatever it is, I never go with above my means, but it is very tempting. Like right now, like I have a TV with YouTube burn-in, and it's about time for us to buy another TV. I'm very tempted to buy a TV, but I can't because TVs, if you buy a really good TV, which I always like to buy a really good TV, are expensive.
Yeah.
And will I be able to pay that off? Possibly. But can I risk it? No, because if I miss the payment, then I'm paying fucking 30% interest. And then what's the point of having that card that gives me the benefits of having points to spend for Christmas if I'm always behind, 30% interest and paying, let's say, even on a $500 TV, double the price or triple the price.
But we've been in this rat hole for a while now. Let's move on.
Eric, it's important. And the last story, real quickly, Dragon Quest 11.
That's not the last story.
That's the last story I got, unless you added something soon.
No, there's this Shadow Saga thing.
We
I
just
always
did
said Dragon Quest
Xenosaga.
11 too.
Yeah, we did the Xenosaga thing, Eric.
Oh, you did? Oh,
yeah.
You must have did it when I went to get water or something.
Yes. Dragon Quest 11S Echoes of an Hallucinate Age has been rated for Switch 2 in Taiwan. Is it any surprise?
You talk about the Final Fantasy Rework demo out?
Yeah, we already talked. Oh no, I didn't have a link for that, Eric. It's
I didn't include a link. I just thought we'd mention it.
Okay. So did anybody not realize that there was going to be at least an 11 Dragon Quest 11 Switch 2 version?
It's been out for a couple of years, and the Switch 2's only been out for less than a year now, but some games are a big mystery as to whether or not they'll get a Switch 2 edition.
Yeah, this wasn't one of them for me anyways. But
what I'm wondering is if it's going to be a separate release or if it's going to be a free upgrade path for those who bought the original.
Oh, that is a good question. It's probably, knowing Square Enix, they're going to want their extra $10 or $20, Eric. So
I wouldn't mind paying that, considering how long ago I bought it already. But.
Yeah, I guess. But still, you shouldn't have to. What are they going to add?
It's probably only going to be $20,
but seriously,
$10.
What are they going to add, Eric? That's going to be special.
The game's going to look better, and it's going to run at least 60 frames.
It looks great already. I guess the 60 frames would be the thing. So I guess if you're
that's the one thing the Switch version didn't have. Plus, maybe better textures, because the Switch version of the game has lower textures than even the PS4 release of the original game.
I thought it looked pretty good, to be honest.
It was a good match, but it definitely was reduced.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We're done with the news finally, Eric.
Yay.
Homie discounts. There is a homie discount I wanted to mention to you guys. You guys got about 2 or 3 days left at woot.com. If you have an Amazon account, you get free shipping. Woot is an Amazon company. I picked up Sonic, what the fuck is the name of this game? Physically, Sonic Superstars for $10 with free shipping. So really good deal there. There's a bunch of good deals. I picked up Hell Is Us, the deluxe version. They had a sale where you got 20% off of whatever price they were doing, and it was $35, and you took 7 off of that. It was like $28 for the deluxe version, which has and one thing I really do like about physical copies is the ones that have steelbook. It's got a really nice steelbook and apparently some in-game items as well. So,
I also got the Xbox version of Digimon Toy Story Time Stranger for like $32.
Yeah, really good deal there. I think I picked up Fantasian for $20.
I'll be all set up for when the 60 FPS patch launches, along with the Switch version, which I'm also going to be getting.
And they also have a bunch of first-party Nintendo games, a lot of Mario games, Zelda games, stuff like that for like a good $15 off. So those games hardly ever go on sale. So it's a really good deal. Check it out, woot.com. So, and we're obviously not sponsored by Woot. I just thought I'd give you guys that little tidbit there. All right, let's move on to
Inquiring minds want to know.
What have you been playing, Break? Quickly.
Well, let me see. What haven't I been playing? I'm playing a bunch of stuff. A lot of Fallout 76.
All right.
I haven't done anything like spectacular and anything really notable that I can think of off the top of my head. No, nothing I can think of right now. I'm still having fun with the game. It's seemingly been less crashy on me lately too, which is nice.
That is
So
nice.
That's an improvement.
Yeah.
Although it has been, I'd say it's happening a bit more often though. Is I'll go to some places on the map and it won't load the textures.
Yes.
So there'll be like floating items and shit, like not like the buildings don't load, but like the things in the building load. Like, oh, that's
Classic
weird.
fucking Bethesda, man.
Yeah. But still fun. But you know, I overlook all that shit because I still love the experience of the Fallout series, and even the TV show is great. So I'm pretty happy. Let me see. I also played more of the I forget which fighting collection it's called, but the Capcom Versus Fighting Collection with all the Versus titles in it, which is a lot of fun and hard if you play it on harder settings. So I put it on easy so I can unlock all the characters. Don't judge me. I saw the both of you. What do we do?
You look, I'm paying attention to both chats. I just luckily for you guys, I didn't get a chance to exile you both on air when you guys made this.
I forgot what I said. Anyway, what else? What else have I
Kickstarter money, and I buy the cheap TVs.
Oh, that's it. No, I didn't say you. I said I buy the cheap TVs.
Yeah, well,
I didn't say you. I said I. That's an I right there.
But what I'm saying, yeah, I do like good TV to play video games on. I mean, what can I say? You know?
Also, the LGs are getting cheaper.
They are. I did notice that. Like the same TV I bought for $1,000 is now like $200. So, or 300. I mean, so that's pretty good. The real good version is like I believe 600 or 700. So, at least they're going down a little bit in price. That's one thing I can say. At least TVs won't cost you an arm and a leg. They'll just cost you an arm. All right, what else you been playing, Break?
Ninja Gaiden 4 came out recently, and alongside of it came out a 2D Ninja Gaiden for the first time in a very long time. And I've been playing the 2D game.
It's called like Ninja Gaiden Rebirth or some shit. Ragebound, that's what it's called. Well, I got the RB part right. So
it's very much like the old school classic, as opposed to like the Metroidvania style that we're used to from a lot of games now. It's like a go left to right type and conquer type game, and like Ninja Gaidens of the past, it's fucking hardest fucking balls.
Yeah, most of those games are like that.
It's got a very forgiving checkpoint system though, and there's unlimited lives basically.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can just continue, which is fucking good. Or
birds are still a piece of shit. So,
man, it's rough. It does not hold back at all. Which if you're playing Ninja Gaiden, you kind of want that because that's the way it's always been. I don't kind of want an easy Ninja Gaiden.
There are like special or rewards you can get for clearing the level certain ways, like getting through without dying, but like they're kind of not worth it in the end. If you ask me.
You know what's funny, Breakman, is like when I was a kid, like difficulty in video games was never an issue to me, and now, like I remember going to the arcades and spending no more than $1 to beat Ghosts and Goblins. And for me to play that game now, which I have tried, I'm like, how the fuck did I even get past the first fucking level of Ghosts and Goblins, man? I don't understand it. I'm
a lot better at those games now than I was as a kid. Like I could never get even to the ogre and Ghosts and Goblins as a kid.
So I'm the opposite. I like I said, $1 or less. I remember one time beating it with 1 quarter, literally 1 quarter. Now, fuck. I mean, they'd make a killing off me if they still had arcades now. But all right,
I'm glad they stopped making games that way. It took them a while to get it. Like it's cool. These console games don't need to be like the arcade. We don't need them to be like stealing quarters. You guys already got our money.
Right. We paid up front for the privilege of playing your game now. You know, it's
Yeah,
like
we're not putting any more quarters in to play harder.
right. Yeah, no continues. No, that's not cool. You know, I've already paid the money. You know, I want to see this game. You know.
Yes.
All right. What else have you been playing, Break?
Shit, what else have I been playing? Because it has been a full month, and
Any Final Fantasy stuff, Dragon Quest stuff?
shit.
He just been playing Fallout 76 the whole time, y'all.
I've been playing a lot of that, honestly. But I know there's something else I was playing earlier in the month. I just can't remember what it is.
All right. Well, if you think about it, we'll come back to you, Break.
Cool.
Eric, what have you been playing, sir?
So I got through Astalon. And that's a Metroidvania game. It's a fun game. And it's pretty tough though. So while it is tough though, it is forgiving, and just keep at it, you'll be able to beat it. It's not insurmountable. But you could always get upgrades too to help you out. But
if Eric says it's tough, then it must be a really, really hard game. What else, Eric?
It's not that hard, but just let's see, if you put it on a scale between let's see,
put it on a scale between like Mario and Dark Souls.
It's probably closer to Mega Man.
Oh, okay. So something that I could never beat in my lifetime. I got it.
Well, I said it's closer. I didn't say it was.
I'm just saying. All right.
I remember my last game. Earlier this month, they brought Final Fantasy IV to the Game Pass, and that's why I'm not talking about it, or why I forgot, because I beat it a while ago. At this point.
Okay, there you go.
Especially kind of like Souls in the way that like there are a lot of shortcuts that you can unlock to make it easier to get to a place if you die. And then there's fast travel between the different floors.
All right. So what else have you been playing, Eric?
Sonic Frontiers, which I played and beat, and I'll have a review soon. The DLC, if you play it, it's a free update that comes with the game. You start the game, and it'll ask you to update the game. And that, if you're playing on the PS4 version or the Xbox One version, it'll just upgrade it to the PS5 or the Series X and S version. And it also includes the update that they did post-launch, like about a year later, that it adds a new ending segment to the game. It basically just redoes the last island of the game, but now you can play as your other characters, and they really upped the challenge level to an absurd degree. And I think they overcorrected how easy the rest of the game was. And my recommendation is to lower the difficulty down to easy, so that it just makes the platforming challenges a lot easier. It's almost not worth it, because you have to uncover the map again.
Yeah,
you might be better off just watching the new story content on the internet.
Keeper says, play with it too long, you'll go blind.
Yes. That's just a rumor.
But it's a fun game.
It's just a rumor, Break says.
But I also played Lovish, which is the next game that was released by the developer from Astalon, which is like a short, almost WarioWare-like experience, because each level is a single screen, but you can only take a single hit, and the idea is to get through the level without dying. And there are various upgrades you can do to avoid death. There's one upgrade that at least gives you one free hit before you die. And then there's a dash ability, and then there's challenges like getting through the level quickly and getting through the level without killing anything.
Yeah. All right.
It's hard.
The hardest. Those are even harder than the don't get hit to me.
Yeah.
Which ones? Without killing anything?
The don't kill anything.
There's ways around it though, so it's figuring out how though. Yeah. And that's the fun.
All right. Anything else, Eric?
And I started up Shadow Labyrinth because throughout the entirety of May, barring some games for review that I have to play, I'm going to be playing nothing but Metroidvanias, and I decided to start the month off with that.
Shadow Labyrinth. That was a game that was
So
on.
how much is? Oh, it's called. I thought it said Labyrinth. I was just wondering how much David Bowie was involved, but never mind.
David Bowie? Yes. Was there a cod piece involved, or
No.
tight leotards? That's the question to ask. All right. Anything else, Eric?
Nope, that's it.
All right.
I saw a couple movies though while we were gone, but we'll get to that.
I have I said my goal was to play and beat one game while I was on hiatus slash vacation, which really wasn't a vacation. I got very lucky and I beat 2 games. Now, granted, they were very easy, but I played and beat Spirit of the North and Stray, both of them. So that leads me into reviews.
RPGrinders reviews.
Spirit of the North. I'm going to go ahead and do my reviews first, Break. I don't know if you have any.
No, fine, you're fine.
But Spirit of the North is a really fun, easy to play game. The type of game that you would play in between 2 intense, more intense type games. Like if you're playing a Gears of War, for instance, and then you're kind of hyped up over that, and it's like you want to play something way slower paced and a lot easier to manage, and you don't want to kill a lot of stuff. Well, then Spirit of the North would be the game for you. Basically, you play as a fox who is trying to figure out how. Through a series of puzzles and mysteries, trying to figure out some things about the world. It's kind of left up to interpretation. Like both of these games that I played, it's really weird. Spirit of the North and Stray have this weird, like, the existential kind of feel to it, where humanity is like gone and there's nothing left. But in this case, in Spirit of the North, animals and like the spirit of the human beings that lived there before, and you kind of have to figure that out while you navigate. It's a lot of fun, very, very easy game to play. If you're trying to get somebody into video games in general, this would be a great game to get them started. I would highly recommend it. Spirit of North gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Definitely worth playing. Very, very easy to play. Anybody can pick up this game and play it. A lot of fun, really beautiful. And I know that they just came out with the sequel to it, Spirit of the North 2. As far as Stray is concerned, Stray, you play as a cat this time. A cat with who gains all kinds of abilities through the addition of a little mini kind of android slash drone that you carry with you. The story is very much the same. Humanity is lost, but the robots keep the essence of the humans before them. They still work like humans. It's a really, really thought-provoking kind of exercise in what happens after humanity is gone type thing. But fairly easy to play. There are some kind of sticky parts that are, it's kind of jarring when you finally get to an enemy that can hurt you, but it's super easy. It's a puzzle game slash figure out, like, fetch quest type thing. A lot of fun. I give it an 8 out of 10. Looks gorgeous. I bought it also on the Switch. I want to go through it again. And
the Switch is getting a free Switch 2 version too.
Oh yeah, yeah, and you're getting a free Switch 2 version with that. So there you go. Sounds like the movie Flow. Yes. Or the game. Did you ever play Flow, the game, Break?
It's a different Flow.
Yeah. Well, the Flow, the game was good. It was also one of those ones where, you didn't.
I think it was like a PS3 game, but then they remastered it for PS4.
Yeah, the same thing with like Journey. Journey's kind of up to interpretation, kind of a slow, methodical, not very challenging, type game, but very thought provoking. These games are.
Did you platinum it, Frank, or do you not bother?
No, I didn't platinum, but I could see where the platinum would be very easy to attain. I never worry about trophies, Eric. Like, if I look in all my time of gaming on the PS4 and PS5, I've gotten 5 platinums. The hardest of which was God of War. But other than that, I don't really. Once I'm done with the game, I pretty much am done with the game. That's why I buy.
Yeah, I mean, the hardest part I had of God of War is all the Muspelheim challenges. That was bullshit.
Yeah, those they were bullshit, but I did beat those, and I did get the platinum trophy for it. That was the hardest trophy platinum I've ever got. The rest are bullshit, little pissant games like Fragments of Midnight, which I really like. Fragments of Midnight, just for an easy, kind of laid back experience. Doesn't take you any more than a couple 3 hours to platinum that game. But no, like major games, God of War is the new God of War is the only game I've ever platinumed. And I have you ask me how I beat that game. I couldn't tell you guys how I platinumed it. I know how I beat it. I mean, I worked really hard at it. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, those are my my games that I played and beat. And I told you guys I would play at least one game and beat it. And I not only did that, I did 2, which is for me. I can't remember the last time I beat 2 games and was able to give you guys 2 reviews on one show. So pretty good. Let's Breakman. Did you have any reviews?
I could review the latest season of Invincible.
Oh, please do it spoiler free because I have not seen it yet.
Okay. Did you see the last season of Invincible?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so let me see if I can do this without spoiling. So Invincible's about a kid who develops superpowers and finds out that his dad is essentially the Superman of that universe. But instead of being the all heroic and everything else, it turns out that their Superman was an alien sent from another planet to conquer Earth.
Yeah.
And that kind of the younger son gaining his powers sets off the adult father to go on a kind of a war path. And from now we're up to the point where his alien species is at war with the entire universe.
Yeah.
And I'll say, like, even though Seth Rogen's not the greatest voice actor, I think this role is perfect for him.
It's really good. I forget what that character's called.
It's Alan the Alien.
Oh, Alan the Alien. That's right. And he is really good in that role.
And this is, I think this is his best role that I've seen. Like in this season, he has been a minor character throughout more of the show. He takes a major step forward in this season. As being one of the main characters.
Very cool. Very cool.
And see, I don't know if I want to ruin any more, but I would say now's I will run one thing because it's really important to this season. This season is about the redemption of the father. About his attempts at redeeming himself, I should say.
Well, I remember towards the end of last season, he was kind of headed towards that way. He was having an existential crisis on his own, of his own race, if I remember correctly.
And Alan eventually got through to him.
Yes.
Because what was going on is Alan got himself in the previous season. He got himself captured, knowing that they couldn't kill him. So he could recruit. He could recruit Nolan, and it worked.
Yeah.
And Nolan spends a lot of time in this team in the season trying to redeem himself with his family.
So what have you?
I was going to give it a 10, except for I need to mark off points for giving. There's a great fucking episode that they go to hell in. It's actually kind of a side episode, like because it doesn't involve any of the main story really. But Mark goes to hell, and I mark off points for this episode because Satan doesn't look a total badass. I really did not like their character design for Satan.
You wanted him to look more along the lines of the legend Satan.
It didn't even have to be along the legends. It just made him look cooler. It looked stupid, I think. I think their design for him looked dumb, honestly. It's the weakest art I've seen on the show.
I
which
like
has great art.
if you're talking depictions of Satan, I really like Constantine's depiction of Satan. Obviously Legend, right? I mean,
Right,
how could that
Everyone knows
be
Legend.
not high on the list of basically what everybody thinks Satan looks like, like with the horns and shit.
Yeah.
But obviously Tim Curry in that movie was, where it was really at.
Mhm.
Freak Five says opening ceremonies are started, so I am off. No Stinko Sweetos, my prime rib. Frank's reaction to my prime rib. Thursday is me and Mrs. Freak's 21st anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
My plug is Bernie's OnlyFans. It is the 1st of May. Outdoor fucking starts today. So she's in recording in public today. How dare you? You're exiled, Freak Five. Have a great time at Demicon and report back to us all the findings over there. Hope you and Mrs. Freak have a ton of fun, Freak Five. Thank you.
I'm glad I renewed my subscription last week.
Shut up, you son of a exiled. Son of a
So anyway, like this last season of Invincible is I felt like the last season was off track and it didn't really go anywhere, and this season does the complete opposite. And it's well written. It's just it's a great season. They did a great job this season. It's 9.5 for me.
I think I gave last season a 7.5 break for the same reason. I thought it was kind of going like nowhere, kind of like I was kind of wondering, like nothing is resolved, nothing other than the Nolan thing where he's like, you can kind of tell towards the end he was hedging towards what the fuck am I doing type thing,
Yep.
But other than
you
that,
can see his character go through real emotions too.
Yeah.
Like it is before you saw him as just this angry guy. Like he was pretending to be nice, and then when the gloves came off, he was just angry and mean the whole time. But you see some real emotions from him.
Yeah.
Throughout the season.
All right. Very good. Eric, you said you'll have reviews soon, right?
Yeah. My review of what do you need soon? I can do it right now if you want.
If you could do it quickly, I'm trying to get through because I believe you have game night, right? Break coming up.
We do. We don't have a lot of time left. I mean, we could start if you want.
What can we start like a small section? Just a small section.
Yeah, we can probably do that.
All right.
But I'll get these really quick. That's no problem.
They got a ton of stinkos too. I mean,
yeah, I know.
Well, that's because you have a litany of stinkos, so you can just wrap up. Then you don't wrap it up.
Yeah.
But anyways, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. I saw it. And Project Hail Mary. Which one do you want first?
Both of them very quickly, Eric.
Okay, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. This is the movie from the director of Evil Dead Rises, and it is basically just Evil Dead again. Because the whole plot revolves around there's a family that lives in Cairo because of this the father's job as a journalist brought them there, and right before he was ready to get a new job in New York, his daughter gets kidnapped, and then 8 years pass. They move to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and they live with the grandma, and they moved on. But they finally find their daughter, and because of an incident that happens in the movie, you can see. But something's wrong with her, and you find out she's actually host to a demon. So it's a demonic possession movie. And that's where the Evil Dead connection comes in, because there's a lot of gross out moments, and it really stretches the definition of what a mummy is, because it doesn't really feel like the Mummy movie, but I guess they had to keep the property alive somehow, so they just slapped the name on it. Or maybe he wanted to make an Evil Dead movie and it failed, but he's making another one, so I don't know why this one's just like the Evil Dead movie. But it's fun. I give it a 7.5 at least.
All right, very good. Your next movie,
and it has a really good revenge ending. But Project Hail Mary, on the other hand, is a movie about a guy who's a professor who got kicked out of academia for apparently having too controversial views, and now he's just a teacher at an elementary school. And there's one person who still believes in him and tries to get him to research this new life form that they found, and the plan was supposed to get him to like help train these people to go into space to accomplish this mission, because it kind of borrows elements from the movie Sunspot. I don't know if you saw that, but the sun's basically dying and they need to find a way to why it's happening and then find a solution. And they end up getting blown up because the organism they found was actually a fuel source they were going to use to get them to the plate to Venus, because that's where the mission was taking them. And I'm trying to be spoiler free as possible, but they all end up dying. So he's one of three people that are available left. So he gets roped into this mission, try to get out of it. But like the movie starts with him having been frozen in cryogenic stasis, and because of the way he was induced into this coma state, he's lost his memories, and he slowly gets them back over time. But he finds out that there's a formation, and it ends up being a ship for an alien, and he's on the same mission to find out why the sun's losing energy in his star system, and they learn how to work together in order to solve the issue. And it's kind of like an underdog story, and I think it's worth your time watching. It's based on a novel, so if you watch the movie and enjoy it, maybe you should go check out the book.
All right.
Very good, actually. I'm going to give this movie a 9.
All right. Very worthwhile. Very good, Eric. All right. Let's move on to everybody's favorite segment.
What is it?
Stinko of the week.
All right. I know we've missed a lot of time, and I know you have a ton, Brightman. So what I'm going to request is I myself am not going to comment on any of the stinkos that you got. If you could do them rapid fire, Breakman, that would
No,
be
you can comment. I'll do them as they. Let's go through them quickly, but definitely want to comment on them. Okay, so let me see here. I'm just going to go from top to bottom. The Nazis are in charge. The Nazis in charge have started auto enrolling young men into the draft, which they're reinstating, by the way. RFK Jr. is hiding the release of studies proving that the COVID vaccine, in fact, does work, and that it would work, if we've actually followed the rules and everything. Instead, we've gone anti-vax, whatever. More and more people are dying from because of insurance. I know it's something we've talked about before, but it's getting a lot worse. Like the insurance companies are denying more and more coverage. For things that used to be easy to get covered for, things that used to be, things that are deadly are not being covered by the fucking insurances now.
Yeah.
This great world we live in. Cops from other cities came to my, this happened a few weeks ago. Cops from another city came to our town, my town, pretending to be ICE agents, and they went to a few high schools, including my high school, for fucking whatever coincidental reason. But they were denied entry by all schools, and they've been since fired because this was against any rule whatsoever. Like, they were not even from Cincinnati; they came from another district and shit. And nobody really knows why they were doing it, other than to help ICE. Also, RFK claiming now he's not an anti-vaxxer and doesn't promote anti-vaxxing.
What a douchebag.
Yeah. Let me say, the Justice Department is going after the Southern Poverty Law Center.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they are also bringing back the firing squad.
Okay. By the way, welcome Mandy into chat. She says that the draft thing goes into effect in December. I'm guessing that's what you're referring to. Friend of mine just died a couple months ago waiting for money for a kidney transplant. Insurance wouldn't pay for aftercare.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. This is what's going on. They wouldn't. The insurances are they're refusing to pay for things that used to be covered. And a lot of these things are deadly, and then things like aftercare also not being included, and things that can become chronic or become worse aren't being covered. And
yes,
It's just
Yeah. It's
a nightmare of unimaginable proportions.
Yeah.
People
Got you,
are
Mandy.
suffering unnecessarily, and other people are getting rich off of it.
Yeah. Mandy, don't forget, I'm sorry, they, them, not she. They, them. I got you, Mandy. It's gonna take a while, Mandy. I'm sorry. It's a process for me, but I am trying. I'm trying, Mandy. Thank you for reminding me. It's very insane, she says. I agree, Mandy.
They say.
Yes. Yeah,
I'll try. I'll try and get on you too.
yeah, that's fine. Get on me. Right. I mean, not that. You know what I'm saying.
Oh, you mean never mind then.
Right. Um okay. Is that all of them? Break, or do you have more?
No, I'm just getting started because these are the longer ones.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, Ohio. A deeply divisive gun bill has cleared Ohio State. I actually took this right from the news article. Getting off a wave of backlash from Ohio leaders, or setting off a wave of backlash from Ohio city leaders, like because the cities in Ohio we've talked about before are very blue, whereas the rest of the state's red. And when they do these gun laws, they affect the cities more heavily because obviously we're more populated. And then the catch-22, then they blame us. Like, see, it's the cities that are deadly. What? We're in your state with your gun. No, whatever. Anyway, let me see. Advocates and lawmakers who argue it could undermine local efforts to protect children from firearm-related harm. At the center of the storm is Senate Bill 278, a measure that shifts power away from cities and toward individuals, allowing lawsuits against municipalities that attempt to enforce stricter gun safety laws. So they're allowing people that live in cities or outside of cities, wherever, just to sue the cities that anybody who wants to enforce laws, any sort of gun law. Next,
real quickly on that, Breakman, they what they really want is us to go back to the old West days.
Oh yeah,
that's exactly what they want. Great catch.
Yeah, they want everybody to have a gun. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, at one point they're going to just start handing them out at birth to boys, not the girls, though.
Yeah, not to girls. Girls aren't allowed.
Yeah. 2 school shootings and a man who killed 8 children lasted about 2 days in the news total. Meanwhile, a barely assassination attempt that seems staged has dominated the news. They're still talking about it today. And I wrote this, I think, a couple weeks ago. Or a week ago when it happened. While Republicans refuse to talk about gun laws, instead they're talking about a fucking ballroom and how this ballroom could have prevented this assassination attempt, even though he was on the opposite side of the building when it happened on another floor. Also, it's been reported by authorities that they're well aware that the gunman was coming. So this assassination attempt wasn't staged, but it was kind of allowed to to get to where it was, so they could have optics on it and see, use it as another attempt on the president's life, quote unquote. I think somebody who got shot in the ear, but miraculously doesn't have a wound or scar or anything in his ear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, Frank, but I'm in my late 40s, and when I cut myself or something like that, even the little scratch lasts a little bit,
Let me real quickly. I know you got a bunch more, and we'll try to get through them.
I've got about 7 more.
Okay, 10. Holy shit! Real quickly, you're correct, Breakman. I don't believe he got hit by anything. I think that blood was maybe caused by a shard of glass. That but he was not in any shape, form, or fashion.
And Mrs. Breakman had a point. He's probably on blood thinner, so like even a small cut's gonna gush.
Yeah. Even a small cut would have splashed everywhere. And by the way, what is your definition of staged? Because I definitely think it was staged. This latest incident.
Oh, this one. My definition of staged is would be they intentionally hired the guy to do it. I don't think he was hired. Or anything.
Are you sure about that?
No, I'm not sure about anything right now.
Because I am skeptical of the whole thing, because the way that it went down, the fact that it was a person of color. Mm-hmm. And did you see the way that they took the pictures of?
How did he get naked? Nothing's being explained to us, and we can't trust anything that comes out of their mouths. Because for one thing, they told us this isn't on my single list, but they told us yesterday that so far we've spent $25 billion on the war in Iran, which is bullshit because you're spending over $1 billion a day, and the war's been going on for over 60 days.
Yeah. So whatever.
So
Okay.
they're giving even less than half of what they're wasting.
Yeah. All right. Rapid fire. What do we got?
Okay, let me see. They told us that the billionaires were going to pay for the ballroom. We knew that was bullshit.
Yeah.
Obviously, they want us to pay for it. The courts are protecting Elon Musk. I forget what they did for him. I didn't write it down. So
he's a billionaire. That's all you need to say. Next.
Comey, who we've talked about, we don't exactly like the guy, but what they're doing to him is illegal. It's criminal and it's horrible. He's been indicted for threatening to assassinate the president, unquote, quote unquote. What he did was he retweeted a picture that said 8647. 86 just means to get rid of.
Yeah, what I'm going to say to that is good luck on that lawsuit or that indictment.
I'm pissed at people that they got an indictment out of it. That the grand jury was like, okay.
So real quickly, Breakman, grand juries will indict a fucking peanut bag with prosecutors because the defense isn't allowed in there at all. A judge isn't allowed in there, and all that's in there is a prosecutor. So the prosecutor can present anything and get an indictment. You can, the saying goes, you can indict a ham sandwich with a grand jury. So that's all you need.
But look what's been going on the last year. Like so many of his or Janine her indictment. She bragged about it even because she's an idiot. That she's brought so many forth to grand juries have just said no, we're not. No, that's not. No, we're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So for them to say something like this, they see this as an assassination attempt, worries me. That's just how do you see this as a threat?
Depends on the prosecutor, Brakeman.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
And the prosecutor, I believe, was the head honcho himself, Todd Blanche. Piece of shit.
Yeah. God, there's a bigger wiener in the department. I don't think there could be a bigger wiener than this.
Right.
The next one I saw is your Stinko too, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip that one. The Supreme Court rejected the couple's appeal on Monday in a case seeking to limit trans students' rights in schools. The case was brought on by the family which was good stuff, but was brought on by the family of the Little Johns. They were caught lying, but they were still the inspiration for the Don't Say Gay bill, which has spread across the country. These people spread this whole thing where, in fact, we know for a fact they're lying because there was an email trail of them talking to the teachers about how the kid wanted to be addressed as trans.
Yeah.
Like they knew before the school year even started, and then they sued the school saying that they didn't know.
Yeah. Well, look, Breakman, I'm very lucky to live in what they consider a quote sanctuary city in Denver, Colorado. But it's getting worse. And it won't get better. And it's not, unfortunately, Breakman, I hate to break the news to everybody. It's not going to get better if the Democrats take over the fucking House and the Senate and the presidency. The last time that happened was when Obama was in office. And did anything of note happen? Well,
the problem was these people that were supposed to elect, if they don't hold the Republicans accountable for all the crimes they committed, history will repeat itself.
Okay.
We saw this before where nobody was held accountable.
And it's going to happen again. Before Biden left office, he was asked, if you win the next election, which at that time we thought it was going to be Joe Biden again, which would have been almost as disastrous as what Kamala Harris pulled off. He was asked, will you, if you gain control of the House and Senate, will you do anything to punish Trump? And his reaction was, well, we all have to have a certain amount of forgiveness. So that let you know right then and there that no matter what happens, nothing is going to happen to Trump. Okay. So all these Democrats
is not going to go after Trump. He won't.
all these people that
after they do the impeachment process, they're just they'll wash their hands of it and say that's what they
so
could do.
all of these Democrats, that's all they are. And I'm not talking about the people. The people have good intentions, all right? I know a lot of great Democratic people as well as Republican people.
Yeah,
Remember,
I know a lot of those
Brakeman,
people say horrible things about Republican people, but I know a lot of them aren't
right?
like
Listen,
horrible people. They're just trying to live their lives.
yeah, just listen to me.
No,
Brakeman,
I don't want to listen. Oh, I'm sorry.
son of a bitch. Brakeman, before he realized a lot of things that I realize, was a Republican. I wouldn't say I exactly was a Democrat before everything started going sideways with Obama, and even before that. But I was left leaning, let's say, right leaning Brakeman, left leaning me, right? And I think we both came to the conclusion that neither of these fucking sides of the same bird, right, are going to do anything for the American people. Not one fucking one of them. Okay. Not Alexandria Ocasio Cortez, not Bernie Sanders, not Donald Trump, not J.D. Vance, not Chuck Schumer, and definitely not Hakeem Jeffries, that fucking piece of shit. So we're looking at a future with Hakeem Jeffries as the quote unquote leader of the House of Representatives, who couldn't lead himself into giving us even one fucking penny for healthcare. All right. So the last time, let me remind people of what happened the last time the Democrats had control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency, and could have, and everything was filibuster proof, and could have did anything they fucking wanted to, including codifying Roe v. Wade,
Which he ran on,
and he didn't do, even though he had a vast majority. Right? He could have packed the Supreme Court, but he didn't fight for Mary Garland. Now,
Biden, are we talking about Biden or Obama?
Obama.
Okay. Then I was gonna say, because they both did the fucking same thing.
Yes. We could have had healthcare, right? Medicare for all, but Big Pharma made sure that wasn't possible. Okay. We droned the fuck out of civilians in foreign countries. Yes, Obama's responsible for that, and I never will forgive him for that, and nor should anyone else, right? Yep. We could have had, Social Security. We could have had Social Security funded for the next, I don't know, 150 fucking years. We could have had all kinds of nice things, but they chose to do nothing, okay, but continue with endless wars, right? And funding for the military beyond belief in the billions and trillions of dollars, and that continues today, right? Nobody can tell me that because remember, I was defending Trump to you guys, right? Left and right for one thing and one thing only, and that was he didn't get us into any new wars. All right. Even though he did try with Syria back when in his first term, it didn't happen.
I would just like to say in that point, I told you so. I told everybody.
No. Hold on.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying everybody. I told everybody would.
Right. So
nobody wanted to believe me. Nobody.
But up until he got us into this terrible war, first of all, Venezuela, right? His regime change in Venezuela, which is highly illegal, and he should be prosecuted in The Hague for. Okay, and I'm not a fan of Maduro. All right, so nobody can come at me with that angle. Just like I'm not a fan of fucking piece of shit Netanyahu in Israel and that piece of shit government. Right? I love the Israeli people.
It's a ridiculous sentiment that people say that. Like, oh well, you hate Netanyahu, then you hate the Jewish people.
I get that all the time. You're an anti-Semite because you can't stand Netanyahu. Well, let me get something straight.
Netanyahu because he's a fucking genocidal maniac.
I say I preface everything I say about Trump and the Democrats and the Republicans by saying I love the American people, right? There's a lot of Republicans that are level-headed, but for some really boneheaded reason voted for this fucking orange moron 3 fucking times, which I don't get, okay? Including family members of mine, which I've vehemently have had heated conversations with and have won every fucking debate because there is no debate, right? But what is the alternative? A bunch of Democrats like Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer, these lifelong fucking Democratic politicians, and the same thing on the Republican side, aka Mitch McConnell and fucking name them, right? Angus King
don't
as a
want to
Democrat.
change anything. They don't want.
Nobody wants to change anything
They-
one
they-
way or another.
And here's a perfect example. What was one of the big things that oh, okay, well, let's just go ahead and see all the fucking pretense. Okay, the tariffs, we've all hated them. And people have been talking about this first time, like, the tariffs, the tariffs, the tariffs. He did them the first time he was in office, and it fucked everything up. And everybody seems to fucking forget that happened.
Yep. So tariffs are a terrible idea.
But what did Biden do when he got into office? Did he get rid of all the tariffs?
He did not remove not even one tariff, not one. So anybody thinking that the Democrats are going to save them in November can just look at previous results and expect more of the same. Even if they get a super majority, which Obama had last as a Democrat, they're going to do exactly fuck all, because they would hurt their bottom line, is what it boils down to. If they gave us, the people, Medicare for all, right? Free education, which I think should be an unalienable right for anybody that wants to learn, right? Not everybody wants to go to college. Yeah. And get rid of the relationship between
like the people, the pharma, big pharma, who donates to both Republicans and Democrats.
Yep. And that's another thing, that they, as long as that donor money keeps coming in, how many fucking decades do we have to be on air before people realize that it's a scam? Our government is a scam. They want to scam us out of everything. They want to get rid of Social Security, which was a fucking promise to the American people, and they want to get rid of it. I wonder why. They need more. They're not going to be happy until every single one of us is dead.
I mean, they cut funding to all these medical programs, like we've talked about many times. Cut funding to HIV programs in Africa. It's going to cause billions of people to die over I think a 30-year period.
Luckily
they cut all this money to save money for the government, and then he turns around and he's building ballrooms, he's building his arch, and he wants a statue of himself put in a park, and they spent like billions of dollars on advertising for their ICE program, and like they're spending all this other fucking money after they said we're saving you money. And
we can't. They say, "Oh, we can't. We can't possibly afford Medicare for all. We can't." You know how you can do it? You can tax the billionaires the same 30% that you tax all of us. There's your solvency. Okay? Everybody can take advantage of Medicare for all if we just simply do one fucking thing. But do you think any of them want to do it? You know why? Because their funding, their donors will pool the money that they
another
give.
thing they need to do is end the massive tax breaks given the corporations.
Oh yeah, Amazon, FedEx are getting fucking refunds. So not only are they not getting taxed, Breakman, we're paying them, and we get no benefit other than to pay them more money. I pay, if it wasn't for me getting a deal on my telephone bill for the same price I would have paid for 4 lines, you're paying $20 to Amazon every month for the privilege of buying from them.
Yep.
That's what you're paying for. Yeah. FedEx, who holds the USPS hostage on a daily, gets a fucking refund. Are you fucking kidding me? You know what the effective rate of corporations was in like 1920? And those corporations were doing just fine. Matter of fact, there was never a time when corporations were making more money if you count inflation and all that.
I want to interrupt you for one second. The government usually not very efficient, not good at a lot of things they do. USPS,
very efficient. Yep.
Very good.
efficient. Yep.
It's probably the best run government agency.
Yep. Absolutely. I agree 100%. The only agency worth keeping, in my opinion. IRS, you could fucking kick them to the curb. What do? They do nothing. The Pentagon? Are you fucking kidding me? All they do is keep the warmongering piece of shit politicians and the military industrial complex happy with how much money that they bring in every fucking quarter. Yeah. You know what? This country is an oligarchy and it's a fucking corporation, is what it is. That's how it's run. And that's why Trump won, because he wanted to make everything a business deal, right? And we keep getting fucked over and over and over again. The tariffs are a joke, right? Going to buy a fucking chicken, a whole chicken used to be one of the cheapest fucking things you could buy. Sometimes you'd pay 29 cents a pound for a fucking chicken. Now, I said it earlier, you can't buy a chicken for less than $10, which is what Kentucky Fried Chicken charges you for a bucket of 2 chickens cooked. You see what I'm saying here?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, but we need to move on.
Yes.
I don't know if we'll have any time to do the game night, but since we're getting all this out of the way now, we should have more time next week, right? Okay. So
well, I'm gonna make a mandate to Eric. Eric, let's keep our news stories to like 4 or 5. That way we can do new game night and have.
Because that just gives Breaks an excuse to do more Seikos. I think both of us need to do this.
No, I get what he's saying. He's saying I should limit my stinkos too. That's fair.
Well, for next week, maybe.
Yeah,
but we had a whole month. I mean, of course, you know.
But we only had so much this time because of the time passing.
Yeah. Eric, is that all your stinkos break?
No, I got a few more. Caitlyn Jenner, that fucking bitch, complaining, has the nerve to complain that her driver's license has been changed and now it says male, and she's been throwing a fit, sending emails to Trump, calling him and stuff like that. And she said, but she still defends Trump and she still supports his rules because it's like the difference between XX and XY is now what she's saying.
Well, you know what? What I say to that is she will get her license changed back because Trump will make sure, but she'll be the exception to the rule. But she's not going to stand up for any other trans people.
Nope.
So fuck her. Fuck Caitlyn Jenner. You know how I knew Caitlyn Jenner was a piece of shit? She wanted to eradicate homeless people in LA. Get rid of them, she said. I don't want to look at them. That's the attitude. Fuck Caitlyn Jenner. And next.
Anyway, next, moving on. Yes, I agree. Fuck Caitlyn Jenner. Trump's war is making his children rich because now they're signing big government deals for the corporations that are being ran by Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr.
Yep.
Remember when Hunter Biden was accused of having a laptop and making like $1 million from China?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Trumps do this kind of shit, and there's no outrage at all.
You know, we should just get rid of money. Period. Just start bartering with everybody. You know.
Yeah. Last one. This is another like Trump interfering in shit and the racist winning. The U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum is rewriting history to protect the racism and the Nazis. They're hiding all the impact Jim Crow had on the Nazis and how they're inspired by it and such.
Yeah.
How American racism led exactly to Nazism for those who didn't know it.
And where is Netanyahu exactly on that position? Fucking silent because he's a piece of shit. Okay. Eric, did you have any stinkos?
Yeah, Hitler was inspired by Jim Crow also. The people who didn't know.
Oh yeah, I do actually.
Okay, go ahead, Eric.
The creator of He-Man, Roger Sweet, passed away, as well as comic creator Gary Conway.
Yeah, I heard.
Most notable for his creation of Jason Todd and a couple other characters.
Very sad news. Very, very sad. My stinko, not having enough time for anything is my stinko. And frankly, having a vacation made me realize that I really have no time to do much of anything fun, and I have to find a way to change that. Luckily, I don't know how I did it, but I beat those two games. I know they were easy, simple games, but if you guys knew exactly how chaotic my life was on a day-to-day basis, playing one game for 10 minutes a day is a triumph for me. So,
I've told you before, how I get gaming times, I trade sleep for gaming.
yeah, I know. And why do we have to do that? Breakman, we live in the most richest country in the world. Why do we have to fucking like trade something valuable like sleep for fucking game time? Like I just
You probably won't
it's
sleep
insane.
after the show.
Because our buying power decreases by the moment in this country, it seems.
It does. Well, it's why the investors in this country are so happy about things. The stock market always seems to go up, but money always seems to go down, right? Like your dollar is not worth what it was 10 years ago. I guarantee it's not. You know?
No doubt.
So, I mean, and the way they keep ahead of it is they just keep borrowing against themselves over and over and
Pay
over.
$12 for a thing of ham.
Yeah. I mean, look, $5 for a fucking gallon of, not even a gallon. It's 9/10.
I have to get gas tomorrow. I'm not even gonna fill it up. I'm just gonna, because I get paid next week, and that's also when I'm paying off my PS5 Pro, and I'm just gonna put 20 in, and that'll get me to the end of next week.
I hope so, Eric. Like I hate that shit, man. I just look, like I was telling you, Breakman and Eric. I've never had more money at my disposal than right now, including when I was married to my ex and we were both working.
I could probably fill that up, but I'd rather be safe.
Listen, Eric, I've never had that much money at my disposal, but as worthless as it is, if it makes sense. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, your buying, like I just said, your buying power is just it's going down. Like since Trump's been in office alone, our buying power has decreased heavily.
If I
$4.99 a gallon and our paychecks have not increased more than maybe 1 or 2%.
Yeah, if I ever find out that I've got an incurable disease or something, I'm maxing out every motherfucking credit card. I'm applying for every credit card and getting accepted, and I'm just gonna go fucking full on fuck every fucking major credit card company and bank in this motherfucking country, and I'm gonna start buying shit that I've always wanted.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Because
Mrs. Breakman heard you and she approves, and she wants to also now.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Sorry, Frank, but you have old man-itis, so you might as well just do it now.
Oh man,
that's fucked up. I'm not dying, fucking Eric.
that was just a bit harsh.
That was so mean. I never knew Eric to be so mean-spirited, man. You know, but yeah, that's. I mean, I'm serious. That's exactly what I'm fucking doing. If I get enough fucking credit, like fuck it. I mean, I'll just buy fucking gold chains and fucking whatever the fuck I want.
At least one gold tooth.
Yeah, and a gold tooth, a gold grill. I'll buy a gold grill. How about that? That'll be even fucking better. All right, let's move on to Sweetos and then.
Yes, that'd be great.
Sweet of the week.
Real quickly, Breakman,
I actually have a few Sweetos. One is the cat got great results back from the vet. She had
yay.
What happened?
Yay, I said. Yay.
She had some procedures to check her intestines, and it's really expensive stuff, but everything came back good, which is great.
That's awesome.
For the first time, I think first time I actually remember 2 child molesters or women rapists are actually retiring from the Senate. What was it? House? I can't remember which one it was. Both Gonzalez and Swallow have decided to step away, and they're not going to rerun and such like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Good. Fuck them both.
I'm so shocked that they did. Like it's a huge shock, but good. Still a huge shock, and that
they should be in prison. By the way, both of them.
Oh, their trials are definitely going to be rough, because the government is not going to be there.
Well, if they're leaving now, that just probably means they got bored of the whole thing.
Huh?
So if they're leaving now, that just means that they got bored of the whole thing, pretending that they were part of the Senate. If they actually mean anything in there.
All right, what else you got, Brett?
Okay, Melania Trump is she's such an idiot that she held a press conference just to announce that, you know, she wasn't involved in Epstein stuff, and
Which
she would never
tells
be.
you,
Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
like, why would you go on television and do something like that? Like,
oh, I know
You
the
not learned
Why
from
don't you-
Nixon. I
why
know.
don't you just put a kick me sign on your back or I did it hat? Like, I am guilty, like on your forehead, on the tattoo.
I know why, because there was a little story coming out of, I believe, Brazil, um, of one of her bestie friends that knew all the dirt and knew all about Melania and said, if you don't help me out, because she got deported, right? She got deported by ICE, her shithead husband, who,
Yeah.
by the way, is an Italian who got one of those fucking, I don't know, A1 visas or whatever the fuck that allows, you know, rich people to get in this country for free and not have to worry about, oh, I don't know what the Mexicans have to worry about and go through as they're coming into this country. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah, so there was this story coming out that she was gonna just spill the tea, so she had to get ahead of it. So,
Yeah.
which tells you guilty, guilty, guilty. And
Yeah,
you know
I
what
mean,
else?
we've seen
You know what
enough
else?
pictures of her with
She,
Epstein.
I'll tell you guys a little secret. Melania Trump was an escort. She was an escort. All right, what else
She
you got?
also met, and despite her claim, she actually met her husband through Epstein.
Yep.
Despite what we claimed, because her timeline doesn't add up, and it's been proven false.
Yep, 100%. All right, what
Despite
else you got?
Okay, Melania still on my sweetos list. She also went on TV just the other day to announce that Jimmy Kimmel has to be fired. He's got to be taken down. He can't make jokes about my husband dying. Only for 2 days later, her husband to make jokes about her husband dying right to her. and the look on
You
her
can't
face
make this
was
shit up.
so
They want,
pissed.
see, it's okay for them to say things, but it's
Well,
not
no,
great. Okay.
she was pissed at the time because she realized that he just destroyed her entire argument.
Yeah.
It was her reaction was just like, oh,
You know what's going to be funny. By the way, Trump is going to live out his term. I'm fully convinced he's going to. But what's going to be really funny is when Melania divorces him after this term. Okay, what else you got?
I think that was actually it. Yeah. Oh,
All right,
yeah, the cat. I said the cat. Nope, I'm done.
Eric, you have any sweetos?
No.
All right, I am extremely happy to be back with you guys and doing an
Aw.
RPGrinders.
Oh wait. Yeah, there was one. One big one. Onion
I
is
should know
finally
that.
buying InfoWars.
Oh yeah, the Onion actually owns InfoWars now. 100%.
Oh, yeah, I know that was in process before, and then he found his way to wiggle
I'm
out of it.
tired.
But then, yeah, they got
Yeah.
it back. That's
Yep,
awesome.
they got it. Okay, let me finish my point here. Look, it was a long time being away from doing RPGrinders. I know I started back up on my main channel, doing what I do over there. But this is my roots. This is the one show that I look forward to do, and there's no shade on the main channel. I like doing DT, Disaster Peace Theater, and I like interacting with everybody on the main channel. But one thing I do know is this show in particular with these two guys doing it as long as we've done is always the highlight of my week. So I'm glad to be back, and I wish we could have got to Breakman's game night, but Breakman, even if we don't get to it, just know that we highly appreciate your effort into game night. I mean, it's no small task, and it's a ton of fun. And I was looking forward to doing it tonight, but unfortunately, we are out of time. But next week, let's keep the news down. Let's keep the stinkos down.
No, I'm pretty sure the news will be down.
Let's just concentrate on doing game night. Let's rush through everything because I am eagerly anticipating game night. It's always a ton of fun. I love how we just let loose because it's a chance for us through a really hectic work week for all of us in different various ways. I know Eric, you're hard at work physically. I know Breakman mentally, you at times have a tough time at work. Mine is both physical and mental. I literally have not worked harder than what I was working on this vacation, and that includes when I was working an actual full time job. Um, and this show really lets all of us just have a second or two to breathe, speak about what's on our minds, and do the things that we do on this show. I know it's not for everybody, hence the very, very tiny fan base that we got. Although we do have people listening all over the world, including Japan, which is surprising to me. But there are people out there that appreciate what we do, and I appreciate all of them. And I really appreciate these two guys that I've been with for the better part of almost 2 decades. So I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back with you guys doing what we do best. So thank you guys for your patience. There will be maybe another mini hiatus because when I say the next time when I go on vacation, I have to actually go on vacation for my mental and physical health.
You just picked the wrong time last time, I guess.
I just picked. It wasn't that I picked the wrong time, Eric. It's just that the circumstances were that I had to do a lot of work. That was just circumstantial. That's all. But the next time I'm going to leave Denver because there's no chance in the world that I'm not going to leave and not have at least a couple of days of rest and relaxation and nothing. So that'll be probably in a month or two because of some certain factors that I've been waiting on. But after that's done,
so what you're telling me is you're going to Vegas again.
Bernie and I may go to Vegas for a couple days because that's always a good time. And now is a really good time to go because there's not a lot of people going to Vegas because of fucking Trump. I mean, the foreign people that would come in that would visit Vegas are no longer there. So in a way, he's got his wish. In a way, in a lot of ways, Trump won. He got his wish. Stephen Miller, right? The only thing now is for him to denaturalize people like me and kick us out.
I forgot about that one. God damn it.
That's okay. I got it for you at the end. But yeah, that's the only thing left. But other than that, I mean, his white utopia is one step closer. So take it for what it's worth. All right, let's do our plugs. Get the fuck out of here. Breakman, plug away, sir.
You can follow me at the Breakman on Blue Sky. That's
all right. That's it. Eric, your plugs, sir.
You can find my old reviews on BostonBashBrigade.com. Those are the written ones. Or you can go to the audio reviews on the RSS feed for the podcast. That's RPGrinders.podbean.com. And if you like either of those things, there's a link to my Patreon and my Blue Sky or Mastodon profiles. That's at EricRPG. And sending me as little $1 for one time or monthlies or whatever you want would help me out. Let me do more. And I'm definitely seeing Mortal Kombat 2 next week. So be prepared for that review to be showing up next week.
Heard really good things about Mortal Kombat 2. Really good things.
But other than that, that's it.
You can follow me on Blue Sky, Frank Branches, I believe. No, it's RPGrinders. Also Mexican Long Hair channel. I'll be live tomorrow for the comment show. If you want your comment read on air, I'm the only show that does that. The only person on YouTube that I know of that has a comment dedicated to all of your comments. So make sure you comment on a video and I'll give you a shout out on the show. All right. That's all I got for you guys. Do you guys have anything else?
No.
Stay safe.
Maybe.
All right. Stay safe this week. We want to see you back here next week. Until then, we are out. Later, everybody.
Oh, no. No, I guess not. I can see the harmonica. It's way out of my reach.
Yes.
I don't want to get
Only Breakman and Magneto powers.
I'm in cat jail.
There is no more harmony.
Not gone. I bring it back next week.
Oh God, no! It's that whole meme.
That's what's known as a threat.
Steve Carell. It's
what about a video game where you play as harmonica but with card battles?
Oh my God!
And you play it on a train. That'd be.
Oh my God, Eric, stop it! I'm gonna exile you, you son of a bitch. Hey, everybody on Twitch, everybody on YouTube, thank you all so much. Really, really appreciate all of you.